welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. I am super excited for today's video because today we are doing a pick a card on what type of partner or lover are you? How are you in relationships? How do people perceive you? So I'm super excited to get into this one, very different. Before I get started, you can hit me up on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel if you feel called to. And other than that, you guys, we're just gonna jump right in, okay? So pause the video if you need more time. And yes, you can pick more than one pile, but we have group 1 with the red stone, group 2 with the green stone, group 3 with the clear stone, and group 4 with the pink stone. So just take 3 deep mindful breaths, center yourself, center into your intuition, and then pick the pile or the piles that you're being called to, and we're just gonna get started. All right, group 1 with the red stone, let's get right into it. What kind of lover or partner are you? So under your stone, first of all, we have a rescuer, we have emotional, open relationship, and borrower. So let's get into it. Let's get into the light and dark aspects of the rescuer. Light attributes: provide strength to support others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Shadow attributes: assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. So you guys, in terms of who you are as a lover or a partner, now what I will say about the rescuer, typically people who are in rescuer energy typically have enough of those rescuer relationships to where they get out of it. Some people double down on love and they're like, no, I'm a lover, I'm a fighter, this is how I'm gonna be, and they stay in that for the majority of their lives. But this may be who you were in the past. But light attributes of the rescuer is, you know, you genuinely support people, help people. Shadow aspects of the rescuer though is that you may expect people to be there for you when you need them, and maybe you've experienced people not being there for you. And then also keeps the rescued one needy. You may put a band-aid over you know, people's emotional shortcomings because you can handle it. But because you put a band-aid over it, you know, it's not true deep healing. It's like you're just kind of, you know, providing temporary relief, but people don't grow and expand. Okay, so we have emotional borrower and open relationship. I don't know why I can't say borrower. It's so hard for me to pronounce today. Emotional: I can be real sensitive at times and react. So you're definitely tapped into your emotions. You definitely have to be a rescuer, because typically people with rescuing traits, they have deep connections to their emotions. Like they're tapped straight into their emotions. Or they've been through a lot of stuff. Open relationship: I'm into connections that don't limit my appetite. So with this one, open relationship, I take that more as you guys are willing to date anyone. Like, you know, you may be pan, or you may actually be you know, open to open relationships, like you like multiple partners. But I get an energy with that it's like you can date any type of person. You don't have a type. And then borrower: I have no problem asking for help when I need it. So yeah, that rescuer energy can really get you guys tripped up a bit, because it's like on one end, or sorry, rescuer energy. It's like on one end, you know, you'll help people without hesitation, but on the other end, you also will let people know what it is that you need. I feel like you guys are very emotionally intelligent, so you communicate with people, but because you're trying to communicate with a rescue, they may not have those tools, especially if you like kind of coddle them and, you know, stick beside them so much that you'll lay off if they you know, seem to give you pushback, instead of keep, you know, pushing and pushing on so you can have a breakthrough. Like you may just say, okay, this person's getting overwhelmed, I can tell they've had enough for the day, let me leave them alone. So we have mouthy, decisive, and reckless. So yeah, you guys definitely, I feel like you guys have a little bit of an attitude, but people like that spicy energy. Like you say what you mean what you say. I don't feel like you guys sugarcoat too much. Mouthy: sometimes I can't keep my mouth shut. That may also be like a little bit of a gossipy energy. You like the tea, you like to communicate. Big on communication. Reckless: I tend to do things without thinking. You guys may struggle with impulse control. That's one of my shadow attributes. My lack of impulse control has gotten me in a lot of trouble, so I definitely relate to that one. And then we have decisive. I make up my mind easily. So once your mind is made up, it's pretty much made up. So let's get a couple more light and shadow attributes of who you are as a partner, as a lover, and then we'll get into some tarot. So far, I get a very dynamic energy with you guys, which doesn't surprise me since you're so tapped into your emotions. People who are truly emotional experience extremes of all emotions. Extreme happiness. Like when you're happy, you want to share that with the world. You are on top of the world, like, you know, but when you're not, you're not. Oh my God, this is so funny. We literally got the gossip card that came out, and that's what I said when I was talking about mouthy. And then we have the destroyer and what was it? Hermit. The destroyer and hermit. So there's definitely, you know, it's giving me like light feminine and dark feminine type of energy. Like light feminine, very much so connected to your intuition, a nurturer, very warm. Dark feminine will screw some up. Like, do not mess with dark feminine, can be very, very vicious. So let's get into the light and dark attributes of the destroyer. Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. Shadow attributes, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. You guys have a lot of power because you are so emotionally tapped in and emotionally intelligent. You can use that to your benefit. You can use that to destroy someone. Like, it can go either way. Gossip, light attributes, awakens consideration for feelings of others, honoring trust. Shadow attributes, thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. So being a little messy may get you in trouble sometimes. Like, as soon as you stop being friends with someone, or even if when you are friends with someone, your partner, you may tell all your friend secrets to your partner. Me personally, I don't really do that because I don't want the person that I'm with to be judging my friends when they don't know what we've been through together. And especially because my friends are my support system when I'm mad at your ass. So I don't do that. But I mean, I get it. I've been in relationships where I've done both. So it's like, it can be a light attribute. It can be a dark attribute. I feel like you guys do share a lot with your partner though. And then we have the hermit. So you may be a homebody. Light attributes, seeks solitude to focus on inner life, serves personal creativity. Shadow attributes, withdrawals from society out of fear of negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. So with that hermit energy, I more get the dark attribute is once you get in a relationship, you may want to spend all of your time with your partner. Like, when you're with them, it may turn to, or like me and you against the world type of energy. It may turn into that too, where it's like, you know, it doesn't matter if, you know, a friendship fails because I have my partner, or my partner is the only person that I'm interested in spending time with. We got the Four of Wands in the Chariot. So you're definitely a motivator, someone who sees all of the good that your partner has inside of them. Like that Four of Wands is like you feeling like that everyone you date can really be your future husband, wife, life partner, because you can see their potential. Like you can see everyone you date, you can see the good in them, in all of them. Chariot card is an energy of being a motivator, an energy of being someone that wants to see your partners do their very best. You're their cheerleader. You'll fix their resume for them. You'll create a business plan for them. Very solution oriented. Will really do the most for your partner. Three of Swords and the Nine of Swords in reverse. You allow your partner to feel how they feel, but once they start to wallow, you immediately go into problem-solving mode. Like, what can we do to fix this? Like, you're a real team player, someone who truly wants the best for your person. Ooh, Nine of Cups in reverse. See, that's that shadow attribute. That's the shadow attribute of the rescuer. Nine of Cups in reverse. You will put yourself on the back burner. You will put yourself second for a partner. You will. And I'm sure your partners eat that up, but you know, that's something that could land you in a lot of trouble because it can leave you feeling empty because they're not reciprocating. They're not putting all of their heart and soul on the line for you. So that may make you feel like they don't even love you because your love is like eons further than what some people have the ability to do, if that makes sense. Like, you love harder than some people can, but like they don't even have the ability to do. what you do. More romance cards. We got the 2 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. Everyone that you date feels like you're a potential soulmate to them. There's a high level of intensity with that kind of love. 6 of Cups is an energy of like wish fulfillment, a gift. People start seeing synchronicities, having weird spiritual experiences after they date you. So you're a very interesting lover. Like, you're the type of person that is really once in a lifetime. It's like once people experience you, they're always striving to get someone just like you, because at the end of the day, it kind of never gets this good. Like, you're so deep, so deep. 8 of Wands in reverse and the Page of Swords. Very thoughtful, very slow with what it, like, you think about the future, very slow moving, very much so wants to build a foundation. Your relationships, you prefer them to be long lasting. And then we have the 6 of Swords, Ace of Swords in reverse. You will always surrender before you, you know, make someone like suffer. You would rather suffer yourself because, and I feel like it's because you guys know that your ability it goes a lot further than a lot of people's. But yeah, you guys, that's who you are as a lover, as a partner. This reading is so fun. I'm so glad I did it. Don't forget to like this video, please. Hit me up on Etsy if you want a private read. Subscribe to my channel if you feel called to. And that was your pile. I'll talk to you later. Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. All right, group 2 with the green stone. Let's get right into it, okay? What type of lover, partner are you? So, first of all, we have the Goddess, the light and the dark attributes of the Goddess. I just already know this is going to be a fun reading. We have kind, sneaky, and impatient. So you guys are definitely energy manipulators. I feel like you guys are, you may identify as a witch, you may identify as a magician, an alchemist. I feel like you guys are not afraid to use magic, whether it's paying someone who will do the magic for you or whether it's you getting your candles and your herbs together and making something shake. Like, I feel like you guys really will do what you need to do to get things done, whether it's psychological, emotional. I feel like you guys have it's giving like 48 laws of power. It's giving, I feel like you guys have read or watched videos on how to manipulate people, and it's not that, because here's the thing, manifesting is manipulation. Magic is manipulation. So don't take manipulation as a bad thing, but it's like once you want something, you're gonna get it one way or another, and I feel like people don't even expect it with you guys because it doesn't feel obvious. It's like low key. I don't know what you do. We'll have to unfold. We'll have to see. Goddess. Okay, the light attribute of this one, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Shadow attributes of the Goddess, exploitation of the female nature and form. So there's light sides to you, there's dark sides of the Goddess. And I was just explaining that to group 1 in terms of like the light feminine and the dark feminine. But you may, I feel like you guys really pay attention to detail, and that's the way you're able to swoon your partners, because from their perspective, they feel like everything about you is perfect, everything about you makes sense. Like, you're able to tap into and remember and notice the smallest details, like the glitter in their eye when they look at something, and the next thing you know, like, you incorporate that into your situation with them, and it's like they're like, oh my god, I love that. Like, it's such a mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's such a mind, what can I say? Mind frick? That sounds dumb. I just don't want to use that. I don't want to use super strong language, but. So anyway, sneaky. I may be up to using, or sorry, I may be up to something behind the scenes. That's exactly what I was feeling. Like, it's low key, very detail oriented and low key. Impatient, I want it now, I can't wait. Kind, I'm a kind and gentle person. So it's like, you really are an angel, you really are, but they don't want to play with you. Like, there's different sides to you. Look at this. We have wealth builder and intimidating. That intimidating card, I feel, is energetic. I don't feel like people are intimidated by your appearance. I feel like it's energetic. They can tell you have a lot of power. It's giving Scorpio rising, Scorpio Venus, maybe even a Scorpio moon, heavy Scorpio placements or Capricorn placements I'm hearing as well. Maybe some Aries mixed in there. But anyways, we have wealth builder. I like building wealth so people can see your power. It's like you smell like money. You may invest in fragrance. You may invest in fragrance and how you smell. Everything about you attracts people to you. And it can be intimidating. My looks intimidate a lot of people is what it says on that card. It could be your looks. You know, maybe you have a edgier style, or maybe you have a very sensual style, so people feel kind of like animalistic about you, like very attracted to you, but it's just really like everything about you. You may have some Libra in your chart as well, because I tend to find Libras to be very detail oriented. Like they notice everything. But anyways, let's get into some more light and dark attributes about you. These are mine kind of people. Like I would love to be mind screwed by someone like you guys, because it's like honestly so fun and tantalizing. It's like you can, I just drool personally over this type of energy. Like, fine, do it to me, take me. Okay, so we have rescuer and Dilantante. I don't know exactly how to pronounce that one, but you can look at it and see. I don't think I've seen that word. We have poet and Samaritan. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, let's get into it. Poet, light attributes of this, expresses soul insights in symbolic language. So people like the way that you talk. Your words are very intentional. The things that you say and when you say it attracts people to you. The shadow aspect of this, though, turns a lyric or gift to a negative or destructive effect. So your words are very intentional. It could be a really good thing, or when you want to cut deep with someone because they've hurt you, it can be something that really cuts deep, because you're so detail oriented and you know it's going to hurt someone. You know exactly what to say, exactly when to say it, how to phrase it, what to connect it to destroy them. And it's just like, you can be everything, but like it can be, it's the dark and the light. It's the duality. Like Samaritan, light attributes. I already know what this is going to tap into. Refines your capacity to help others you would prefer to ignore. So you'll help people even when it's a little inconvenient. Like if you have $1, you're not going to be like, no, I'm not going to give it to someone. Like it's $1. You'll give it to them. Like you really will. Shadow attributes, exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. Exacting appreciation and recognition. So this is like expecting exactly what you give to be returned. And if it's not, you can turn completely dark and cold and start to take back what you've given energetically. And for those of you who this connects with, it's gonna connect, because you know exactly what I mean. Because I'm like, how do you explain that? Like if you give $10 to someone and then you go to Starbucks with them, you're like, oh, I forgot my card at home, can you just get me XYZ? And they're like, no, I'm not gonna pay for you. You'll be like, okay, but you'll be plotting. And it's like, no, you're not gonna steal money from them, but you're gonna get that energy back in some way. Like, you guys are scary. You guys are scary. But at the same time, it's like that dark magic. Like you can't help to be dangerously attracted to this energy, even though you know it can screw you over. It can be a tornado, it can be a tsunami and drown you, but like you're so attracted to its wonder. Like tapping into you guys' energy is like already making me flustered. Okay, rescuer, light attributes, provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Shadow attributes, assumes that rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. Exactly. That's exactly what I was talking about before, where it's like you can give, but you can take it all away from them. Okay, and then this last one that I can't pronounce. Light attributes, delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Shadow attributes of this, pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. So you guys may pretend that you have knowledge of something that you don't. Like you may scare people with the unknown. And they believe you. They believe you because you really do appear to be that powerful. Group 2 is such a powerful group. So powerful. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. So you're definitely someone who has the ability to manifest very quickly, someone who appears to have it all together, someone who appears to be happy with what it is that you have. 10 of Cups in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse. That is honestly an energy of never being satisfied. So once people truly get to know you, it's like you always want to grow, you always want to get more and more and more. You may not be satisfied, and I feel like that's a low attribute. Like, people feel like they can never please you, they can never amount up to who you are and what you may expect of them, and it makes them feel horrible. And because that Rescuer card came up, you may like that power dynamic. You may like to date people who are emotionally limited because you are emotionally unlimited. But then once they piss you off, you know, it's kind of like kicking a dog when it's already hurt. Like, you know, you'll kind of tear them apart when it's like they didn't have anything to begin with. So that's kind of wrong. It is what it is, you guys. At the bottom of the deck, I'm done with this group. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot in reverse. You will stop people in their tracks. They can't manifest. They can't do anything without you. Crazy. You guys as a lover are very powerful, and like I said, this could be like someone getting the world, but you could also absolutely destroy someone, just like Thanos. So that's what I have for you guys, okay? Truth tea, that's what I have. Don't forget to like this video, please. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want your own private tarot readings. I'll talk to you later.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.
All right, group 3 with the clear diamond. Let's get right into it, okay? Who are you as a lover or a partner? So the first card, we got the light and dark attributes of the lover. So you're definitely someone who's very compassionate and genuinely loving. We have warrior, respectful, and spazzy. So you may get a little freaked out once you start to have feelings for someone, or you may become someone that starts to get worried about feelings being reciprocated and worried about your partner and their safety. Like, are they okay? Like, you know, you may really get concerned when your partner seems to be going through something. So let's get into it. The light attributes of the lover: great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of something or someone. Shadow attributes: obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. So you may love people to no fault, to the point where even if it drains you of everything you have, you will still love and keep going and keep going and keep going. My best friend is a Taurus, and she's like this. I find a lot of Taurians specifically are like this. People who have heavy Taurian placements will just love you and to no fault, but it has destroyed her sometimes, and that's exactly who I was reminded of when I tapped into your energy. Spazzy, I go off a lot, so you may get your partner together. Like, listen, you may get emotionally overwhelmed and you just let it out, but that's good because at least you're not holding grudges forever and ever and ever. If you let it out, then we can truly kind of get over it and move on. Warrior, I tend to worry about a lot of things. And then respectful, I have respect for myself and others. So I feel like you're respectful of your person's time, their energy, their opinion, who they are. I feel like, you know, you try to keep the peace for the most part, keep things, you know, going pretty smooth. Try not to ruffle anyone's feathers if you can avoid it. Yeah, we have affectionate and easygoing. Affectionate, I'm my very own, or sorry, it says I'm very open with showing you how I feel. Easygoing, I just want to get along and be cool. Yeah, I don't feel like you guys are too complicated. As long as the situation's not complicated for the most part, you can chill. But if things start getting like filled with drama, if your partner tries to, you know, try you and it starts doing something extra, then that's when you get a little spazzy. Like, this could be smooth if you weren't coming through with that drama, but if you want drama, hello, I can bring the drama. It really I feel like you guys really feed off of your partner. Very mutable energy. And then we have decisive and open relationships. So you know what it is that you want. I make up my mind very easily. Maybe not when it comes to like, okay, what do you want to eat tonight? Like, but when it comes to like, do I want to move forward with you or not? You guys, you know, pretty much know. Once you make your decision, you make your decision like, yep, I want to pursue this, I want to continue with this, or no, I do not. Open relationship. I'm into connections that don't limit my appetite. I got this card for group 1 as well, and I feel the same energy. Some of you guys may be poly, or you may be open to an open relationship, but the energy that I get is that you guys don't have a type. You're kind of open to whoever. Like, you don't have a specific type of person that you always have to date or go for. You can see the light. Here we go, here we go. You can see the light in everyone. So let's get into some more of the light and dark aspects of you. We got rescuer again. I got that for every single group today. We have servant or servant and angel. Light attributes of servant, delight, or it's servant, sorry. Delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Shadow attribute, using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward in life. So you guys may feel like you shouldn't be rich. Like, you may feel like, I don't know, that's giving like self-limiting beliefs. Like, you don't feel like you should have everything. You don't want to run over people to get what it is that you want. You know what I mean? Like, you won't compete with people if it means that someone's gonna feel away or someone else is gonna feel hurt. Like, you'll just accept what you have and make the best of it. So when it comes to like arguments with your partner and things, you may honestly let them win. Like, you may spaz, go off and speak your piece, but other than that, you're not gonna go back and forth for days and days and days. Like, you'll let it go and have an inner knowing of what your truth is. Angel, light attribute, helping others in need with no expectation in return. Shadow attributes, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others. You guys, this is so funny. This is literally describing my best friend. You guys may act like you don't know a lot when you know everything. Like, you may really hold back what it is that you know and who it is that you are. People may have this perception of you that you're just this angel, when really it's like, keep thinking that. Like, that works for me. I'm cool allowing you to think that, because that means when you least expect it, if I ever have to pull out another side of myself, it'll hit that much harder. Falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance is also a low part. A low attribute, shadow attribute of the angel card. So you guys may, you know, put out these illusions. We have father, addict, and rescuer. Rescuer, light attributes, provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Shadow attributes, assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. So you may like for your partners to be dependent on you. That way they don't leave you, or that way, you know, they always need you. If they always need you, then it'll always work out. So you may go for low vibrational partners, to be honest. We have the addict. Light attribute, helps recognize and confront addictive behavior. Shadow attributes, compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So you may be someone who is just addicted to codependency, someone who has an addictive personality. Once you meet someone, you become obsessed with them. Everything in your life is about them. Or you may allow other people to do that with you. Make you the absolute apple of their eye, the center of all of their attention and affections, even if it means they don't talk to their friends anymore, they don't talk to their family anymore. Like, you just eat it up. And then the last one we have is the father. Light attributes, talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light with a tribal unit. Shadow attributes, I cannot talk today, sorry. You guys get it. Okay, control and abuse of authority. I'm not even gonna try at it anymore. I don't know why I cannot speak today. All right, let's get into the tarot. What kind of partner, okay, is group 3? We got a lot that came out for you guys. Yeah, 7 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. You are the perfect embodiment of the light and the dark. You can absolutely come for someone, corner them, make them feel, you know, afraid, and you can also shower them with gifts and love and attention, you know? It's like when the heat is on, it's on. Like, people love to have your attention, but not when it comes to something that they've done to you, because you will hold them accountable and you will be blunt and straight up with your communication, and you don't let up. Six of Swords in reverse and the Magician. People absolutely love this. You do not give up. You are a true alchemist, someone who can create something out of nothing. A shadow attribute from that may be that you make up stories like, I know you were looking at them. You guys may be a little jealous. I know you did that. And maybe they didn't, or it wasn't their intention. Like, there's light and darkness to it. Oh, the Tower. Queen of Wands in reverse. You can really destroy someone's life if you want to. Six of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Swords in reverse. You're perfectly comfortable with having just your partner. You're the type of people where it's like me and you against everyone, or it's us against the world type of energy. Bonnie and Clyde type of energy with your partner. Like, you don't mind, you know, not spending as much time with your friends and family if it's for your partner. Four of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Wands. This is honestly an energy of being content. It's an energy of, you know, kind of quickly jumping into things as well and creating a life with someone. So you may say I love you in a super short amount of time, be planning for the future before you even truly know someone. That kind of thing. You may kind of fall headfirst into relationships, but yeah, you guys, I did not expect all of this, please, honey. That's the kind of partner you are. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private reading, but that's what I have for you today, and I'll talk to you later.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.
All right, group 4 with the pink stone. Let's get right into it. What kind of lover, partner are you? So we have the Rebel for light and shadow attributes. And then we have indecisive, awareness, and loving. Let's get into it. I'm feeling like this is going to be a fun group. So the light attributes of who you are as a partner: challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Shadow attributes: rejects a limited authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. So you guys may genuinely like to have an unconventional type of relationship. Like, you may be poly, or you may be someone who doesn't honor typical gender roles, but to the point where it may hurt you. Like, you may get so idealistic that you don't have a solid foundation built with partners or anything to go off of to kind of keep you in a harmonious relationship. So like, for an example, like, you know, we've developed so much as a society to the point where a lot of people are walking away from traditional gender roles. But if you don't consciously say, okay, I'm walking away, but this is what I'm walking into, and you kind of just freeball it, you can kind of get into trouble, because you don't know what that person's supposed to do to support you. You don't know what, you know, you want and need, because you don't know what you're doing. You don't have a plan. You don't have like a bar set, like this is how it's gonna work. You may just be so idealistic that things can just be like chaotic. So you may have a very impulsive type of relationship style. We'll keep going. Loving: I care about everyone in a genuine way. Awareness: I know you, but you don't know me yet. So you guys may be a watcher. You may like to observe your partner very well. Indecisive: I can't seem to make up my mind. Okay. And that's what I was feeling with that rebellious energy. It's like nothing completely resonates with you. Your relationships are very unique to you and that person. Whatever harmony you guys create together is going to be different from the harmony that you have with your last partner. Like, every relationship you have is different, because you cater to the person that you're with, and you adjust to the person that you're with. So like I said, it's a little chaotic, a little hectic. Look at this. We have decisive, competition, and strong. So you don't mind fighting for what it is that you want or who it is that you love. Like, you will go to bat for your partner. Decisive: I make up my mind easily, which is funny because we got indecisive. We literally got indecisive and decisive in the same spread. So it's like some things you're really stuck on and you won't change your mind about, but some things you kind of go back and forth. I feel like you guys are kind of unpredictable. Competition, I like to keep up with the Joneses. Strong, I stand up for myself and protects the ones that I love. So you have no issue fighting for your partner. My friend, her boyfriend was about to get in a fight when we went to this bar, and she literally cussed the man that he was about to get in a fight with clean out, and he walked away. Like, that's the type of energy I get, where it's like you don't care about the gender roles. Like, you will do what you need to do for those who you care about. And baby is 5'3". Baby is 5'3" and very much so petite. And she stood up to a grown man, like, girl. Anyways, we have the Destroyer, Visionary, and the Goddess. And then we have the Prince and the Lover. You got Loving from one deck and the Lover that came out from another deck. Like I said, very chaotic. You know, your relationships may seem like this whimsical, theatrical, like mind-blowing experience. Like, I feel like you guys may have experienced a lot of short-lived relationships too, because they seem very much so like tornadoes. Like, they just turn your whole world upside down and it leaves you like, what just happened? Or that's may how you are as a lover. I can't talk today. Light attributes of the Destroyer, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. Shadow attributes, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. So when you're mad at people, you guys, you can absolutely cut them with your words, with, you know, your actions as well. Like, you know how to get to people. Goddess, the light attribute, the feminine expressed through nature, wisdom, life force, and sensuality. Shadow attributes of it, exploitation of the female nature and form. So you may use how you look to attract people towards you and surprise them with who you truly are, and that may be very different from the image you give off. So like, for an example, you may dress like innocent and cutesy, but really like, like, don't mess with me. Or vice versa, you may dress like more out there and edgy, but really you're low-key soft boy, soft girl inside. So it's kind of misleading. It's like you can create this illusion and suck people in with it, and then once you have them, it's kind of like they have to deal with who you truly are because they already love you. But that's a little dark feminine, you know? Visionary, light attributes, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Shadow attributes, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. So you may box yourself in and water yourself down for the people that you truly care about, but it only ends up hurting you in the end. So you will give, I mean, a lot. The Lover, light attributes, great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation for someone or something. Shadow attributes, obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. Again, that's exactly the same energy from before, where it's like you're so devoted, people may see you as the destroyer, but really you will give everything. But like, it's the light, it's the dark. Like, it can absolutely destroy you, or it can build you up. And then we have the Prince. Light attribute of this one, romantic charm and potential for power. Shadow, using power for self, I don't even know what that word is, aggrandizement. You can read that sentence at the bottom there. That last word is like 20 letters. But yeah, it's like, you know, you can be an absolute lover or someone who makes people fall in love with you so that you feel powerful, so that you feel loved, but you will never reciprocate that back for some people. That's how it is for some of you. The High Priestess, Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Swords in reverse. So you're very, very convincing with your words. very, very convincing with your emotions. People feel them so intensely. They may assume that you always know what you're talking about. You're always right. You have the ability to convince someone that maybe they're wrong or that they're a little crazy for feeling how they feel as well. Like, you have the ability to really make someone question their reality. It's like people are either obsessed with you or intimidated by you. We have the Two of Swords and the Nine of Swords, very much so a worthy opponent, but you can drive people absolutely crazy and make them feel so small. It's like you can build people up to destroy them as well. You guys have a lot of power, a lot of mental power, and I feel like it comes from a spiritual place. I feel like you guys have lived a lot of lifetimes. You may be very wise, and it's like a little bit of a trickster type of energy. Like, you understand that the universe is very dualistic and there's no 100% complete good or 100% complete bad, and you use that to your advantage in the sense that, you know, your love can make someone feel very good and very loved, but it can also make someone feel very empty when they don't have it anymore. So people kind of get addicted to your love and who you are, but it's like when you strip it away from them, they feel so like that is the karma. Also, something that you guys should know, if you find that people don't seem to get actual karma for things that they do to you, the karma may literally be that they don't have you anymore. Four of Wands in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. People feel like you could have anyone. Five of Wands and the Four of Swords. People a lot of the time question what you're thinking. They may have a hard time reading you and being able to tell what's on your mind. Nine of Swords in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse. It never seems like anyone fully has you. And people may get very frustrated with that. It's like they try to love you the best they can, but it always seems like your mind is elsewhere, or you're planning to go somewhere, to leave them. You make people like kind of feel like they always have to be on their toes. So yeah, you guys, that's what I have for you. That's who you are as a lover, how you are as a lover, partner. And yeah, you can hit me up on Etsy in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading. Like this video, please. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel. And that was your pile, you guys. I love you. Be careful what you wish for. And I will see you in the next one.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.